Sup dudes, it's Chris and welcome to a 1.5 years of lifting experience progress video thing. Or, I'm probably just going to name this like how I made my gains. Anyways, as you can see, not too long ago, I was a pretty damn skinny guy. I had noodle arms. It was embarrassing. A small t-shirt did not fit me. It was actually baggy on me to the point where I was actually really embarrassed about it. So I started to eat. I was like, that's what I need to do, right? That's how I fill out shirts. And I did start to fill out shirts with fat. Got some boob action going on right there. And again, before we get into the after pictures, let me just say real quick, though it's pretty damn condemning, the reason why I'm making this video is not so I can get a whole bunch of comments on YouTube saying, wow, you've made progress, nice gains. Because trust me, that's really nice to read. This is something I do as a YouTuber. When I first started lifting a year and a half ago and posted a video, trust me, it was damn embarrassing. It's even more embarrassing now, even though I've actually made a little bit of progress. It's not the easiest thing in the world posting pictures of yourself half naked for the internet to judge you. And I'm not trying to do this for some weird confidence boost, but I have tracked my progress. I've made some progress. I'm proud of that progress. And I'm here to share it and hopefully inspire some of you. That being said, this is what I look like now. So yeah, you can see some gains have been made. I've had a few areas that I've really struggled with, partially due to genetics. I have double jointed shoulders. They really fucked me up with like anything pushing and even pulling, really. But yeah, I'm just like taking a bunch of pictures from different angles. My back's growing a bit, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna credit the deadlifts to that one. Do a little transformation there. Again, I think I had a swole ass back right there. I could feel the blood pumping through my back. You're looking at my legs now. This is awkward, and we're into the lifting clips. Okay, so as we get into the lifting footage, let's talk about how I've actually made these gains. As I have made some, I think we can agree I've made some. Again, I'm not even close to where I want to be in terms of like reaching any goals, strength-wise, size-wise, or endurance-wise, or anything wise. But yeah, so how did I make these gains? What have I done? Well, I've stuck to a very strict routine. Not really, actually. It's changed quite a bit. In fact, that's probably the key to a lot of this progress that I've made is I've changed it up every single workout, I want to say. I haven't done a single same workout 2 weeks in a row. And by that I mean, say I found an arm day that worked really well. You'd think, oh, might as well replicate that for the next week. No, instead I just change it up and I try different exercises, different rep ranges, different rest periods, different times of the day even. Like, I change things up on a daily as much as I possibly can because that keeps it fun for me personally. And that is the main reason why I started doing this, because I enjoy it. And I've also found that that actually works best. It shocks my body. It makes it wonder what I'm doing next time. I can't get used to it. It makes it more difficult for me to plateau. Yeah. Bro science, cool. So my routine, what I've been doing is a pretty typical bro split. I'll start out, say, Monday with a chest and triceps day. I'll try to go 2 times actually during the day. I'll go for my lunch break for 45 minutes and after work for 45 minutes. So that's chest and tri. Next day I'll do back and biceps. Next day I'll do legs. Next day I'll do shoulders. And then maybe I'll finish off with an arm day on the last day or whatever. I don't do any cardio. I'm just going to say that now. I don't like cardio. Like I said, the reason why I've started doing this whole lifting thing is because I enjoy it. I don't enjoy cardio, so I don't do it. Yes, I'd probably be in better shape. In fact, I know I would if I did cardio, but I don't enjoy it. So that's really the only reason why I don't do it. As I was saying, so yeah, 2 days off, give or take, maybe a day and a half, I guess you could say, off per week. The rest of that is focused on training, and I take training very seriously. Though I don't take my diet too seriously, when I'm in the gym, I get in the mood pretty easily, in fact, instantly, and I just want to lift heavy shit, and I just love it. Like, getting a pump feels absolutely amazing to me. It's one of the best feelings in the world. There's a clip with my really shitty deadlift form there. I've fixed that form, don't worry, it's improved since this clip, but that was a PR for me, so I was happy with that. Again, squat lift, same thing for this squat clip. I'm not really the best power lifter. I enjoy lifting heavy, but I don't train to lift heavier. I train to get bigger. So I'll typically stay in the 8 to 10 or even higher rep range. Every so now then, I will get below like 1 rep. I'll PR if I have to, if I really feel like it that day, pretty much. But yeah, for the most part, as you can see, I will work on like speed and high rep and hypertrophy. That's when you get the blood and lactic acid in those muscles, make them really feel full and plump, and it feels awesome. It's like a body boner. It's fucking amazing. Well, this video was PG-13. So I said my routine, yeah, diet-wise. So I haven't actually had a real diet ever, I guess you could say. However, I have tracked my macros. I don't do it too well right now. I'll admit I've been fat lately, but whatever. Anyways, when I was tracking my macros, I would use an app called MyFitnessPal. It's really easy. You just punch in anything that you eat throughout the day and it will track it for you. And at the end of the day, you have goal numbers set in mind, targets, if you could, and that's what you try to hit. And real quick tip here, actually, the previous clip I'm doing the same movement. It's a bent over row with the same weight. I was moving it slower. I was actually contracting my muscles as I was pulling that weight up and lowering it as well. In this next clip, as you can see here, I'm just going really quick. I'm not really feeling the weight too much. I was just moving it for the sake of moving it. You know, it's really personal preference how you feel like training. But if I had to pick one and give you guys advice, I would say do what I was doing in the first clip, contract the muscle as much as possible, feel that movement. If you can squeeze your muscles and feel them engaging in the movement, you're doing it right. Right, back to macros. So typically for my macros, I would aim for like, I don't know, 250 carbs, maybe 170 protein, 60 fat. Those are grams, by the way. I don't take it as seriously as I should, hence why my gains are not nearly as advanced as they should be by this point. But you know what, I am actually really happy with my progress thus far, so I'm going to continue to do this, where I just make sure I really just have high protein. I don't eat anything I won't like eat an entire tub of ice cream very often, but I will eat things that I like pizza and burgers and whatever, so long as I'm not out of control. But yeah, my main goal at the end of the day is to make sure I get at least like 150 grams of protein. So as somebody who's give or take 165 to 170 pounds body weight, I do aim to get like relatively high protein, you could say. 1 gram to 1 pound ratio is like considered pretty good in terms of like bodybuilding, from what I've read at least. A lot of people like to push it higher than that. A lot of people think you don't need anywhere near that much. It's really personal preference. I've found that this works best for me, so that's typically what I aim for. And then carbs just kind of fall in their place, and fats as well. Yeah, so there's routine and there's diet. Now, the biggest thing that I really want to emphasize here is you're not going to be able to do this unless you genuinely enjoy it. This is like my biggest passion. Like, I've had hobbies before. I've played soccer, guitar, drawing, video games, anything. This honestly trumps everything if they were all put together. I love this so much. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, just going to the gym, listening to good music, lifting with friends is even better, getting a good pump, and then seeing progress on a daily basis. Well, it doesn't come that quick, but you know what I mean. It's just like, it's an unbeatable feeling. It really is. So we're about to get in some clips here where you can see some befores and afters. I'm going to try to put those in right next to them as we get into this tricep one here. This is called a dumbbell French press, something like that. Yeah, and in the past, but mind you, this weight is like well over double. But yeah, you can see some visual progress, not just strength and speed and whatever. But yeah, obviously there's a little size added. This isn't really the best angle for me, but mostly just my triceps, I guess you can see. I actually kind of have some now, whereas before, you know, I had a little noodle arm action going on. Roll the next clip. So you can see some dumbbell action. This is slightly inclined, I should say, versus flat. And the reason why I don't like flat anymore, especially with the dumbbells, I actually prefer barbell. It's weird. I have 2 dislocated shoulders that kind of pop out of their sockets on free will. I imagine that's really weird to hear. But yeah, they mess with me. So it's really difficult for me to hit certain movements with my shoulders. But anyways, did you see that bench press clip? Let's rewind that. That's pretty damn embarrassing. Can you believe I put this on YouTube thinking I was strong? I didn't really think I was strong, but you know, anyways, comparison. Yeah, bench, again, not one of my strongest lifts. I don't train for strength with it. I mostly just train for hypertrophy, and the shoulders kind of hold me back. I really like this clip. This is absolutely amazing for me to watch because I was struggling so badly. I didn't get a single real rep in this clip. This is 4 bitch-ass, shaky, like no weight on the bar reps. Wearing gloves, mind you. Loser, this guy. And yeah, I don't do incline bench often, but I just wanted to get this clip just for the comparison. And as you can see, the gains are a little bit there. They're there. Man, I'm going to admit that. They are there. That's over double the weight. Moving with some good form, stability, speed. And I put on a little bit of size, as you can see. So I'm really, really, really happy with that. So there's a comparison for you. And you know, I should say, since lifting, my confidence has skyrocketed. You can call that a bad thing because I might come off a bit more douchey. But I much prefer this versus the introverty self that I was so like self-conscious and anxious and just like timid. I was a little bitch, to be honest. I just realized I was close to ending the video without talking about supplements. That's probably important to some of you. So I'll take whey protein, creatine, glutamine, BCAAs, and a daily vitamin. I try my best to take those daily, but yeah, that's what I get. So I get those from myprotein.com. There's a link in the description if you want a discount code. Where was I? So lastly, I'll finish off with some more recent pictures. These were taken the other day, and that layer of fat over my gut is there. We're getting into the winter season. I don't much care, to be completely honest with you. I wouldn't mind doing a bit of a bulk and then shredding it off, hopefully by the summer. But to sum it all up, some gains have been made. It's been a year and a half now. I cannot wait to see what I look like in like 5, even 10 years. That's when I realistically see myself being really proud of my physique and reaching some of these goals that I've set. It is a long ass process, but I'm enjoying every minute of it. And hopefully I've inspired a few of you guys to pick up some weights and try doing the same thing.
This lighting's crazy. Actually look like a lift.